if you're an Aries born March 21st to April 19th, what can you expect for the month of October 2016? Let's tune in and find out. So Aries, I feel like you have so much to choose from. It's almost like you're at this amazing party and all the tables, there are different themes and you just don't know which theme you want, and you just don't know what your appetite is hungry for. And so, there's almost a little bit of flatness, Aries, that I'm picking up initially. And some of that can come about from there's so much excitement and so many things and so many opportunities. And some of you are already full, like you've had so much already. It's kind of like, almost like too much of a good thing, right? So some of you may feel a little flat, like there's been too much of a good thing. And but I feel like what October does for you is there's restorative energy, there's a nurturing energy. I feel like you get back down to business, to really what you love and not what sort of looks good. So I see you moving back into like your true love, what I really want, what really feels good for me, and less about, looking good for other people. Not that Aries ever looks good for other people, but it's more about, less about kind of the external, and it moves more internally, what feels good to you. And so I feel like this is a great month where you get back to the basics and feeling good about you and what you want to do. Okay. And there's less confusion about where you should be spending your time and energy. And it's more matter of fact, and it's more driven and focused. So it's a really powerful energy and a powerful time for you. All right, let's move into committed relationships, romantic relationships for Aries, and what October has in store for you. So I really feel like you step in and you really champion your man, you champion your woman, wherever you are in the relationship. There's this real pride that's coming in supporting them and in helping them see their destiny and see where they want to go. So there's this real inner strength that you have for your partner. And it feels really good because you love to help people and you love to champion them, and you know how to do it. You Aries, you're fearless and you have such a drive and such a vision. So it's great that I see you helping your partner with that and giving them that nudge that they need, or that confidence that they need, or the support that they need so that they can get there. So that's a really beautiful thing. And in return, they come back excited and grateful. And so there's this real camaraderie energy and enthusiasm that they bring them back to the relationship that's really powerful. So it feels like it's a really great month for the two of you synergistically. Now let's look for those of you that aren't in romantic relationships that would like to be, and if you're an Aries, what you can expect. Well, first of all, you have to, nobody works as fast as an Aries does. So I see some of you just want to take somebody, clobber them over the head and drag them. That's not going to work this month. So this month, it's really about you opening your heart and having patience, but not in the way that patience that you think. This feels like the reverse. You are so used to being in control and you are so used to being dominant that this person is even more dominant than you are. They're more like after you than you after them. So it's like you open the door, it's like, whoa, that's, they're just coming at you. So there's somebody that's going to come into your life that's coming on really strong, and you may initially back up and go, wow. But if you just relax into it, you're really going to love it. You're really going to find yourself opening up your heart and really falling in love. And I want to say maybe for the very first time for some of you. And it's a real powerful thing. And I feel like it's a very healing and cathartic relationship. There's something that is for both of you that is very healing and cathartic. And I don't know that this is forever relationship, but it's a healing relationship for you both, where you both really bring healing to the other. And maybe it's a relationship that's only a couple months or a couple years, but it's a really important relationship. And this is why I feel that you really need to open yourself up to it. And that doesn't mean that it can't be long term, because a lot of times, as two souls come together and they heal this thing, then a new beginning starts, and then you could choose to move together again, or you could choose to separate. So that could either be like a 3-month mark or 3-year mark or 3-week mark, right? That this healing takes place in this very important relationship. And then you could both choose, you both be in a really free capacity to choose to either keep going or to go your separate ways. And but it's not painful. It's a really powerful, joyful relationship. So don't let whatever I said scare you off from this relationship. It's really important to your soul's, I would say, journey is the word that's coming up. So it's a very important relationship that you need. And I really feel like that's going to come in this month of October, provided you open your heart, providing you are willing to let this person in your life. And for some of you, it may be coming back around. This may be somebody that you've fallen in love with before, and there's some healing there that needs to happen that hasn't happened. And so it could even be somebody from the past coming in, Aries, to finalize something. Okay. Now, let's move on to career and money for Aries. So there's also very level-headed career opportunities for you that require your time, your attention, your focus. And I think if you give it time, attention, and focus, you're going to be able to see some things that could be tweaked, some things that could be a little bit better, some things that maybe you've been off about or that you misjudged earlier, and you get a chance to redo it. So there may be some opportunities, again, where we're redoing some things and then finalizing things in a way that is more true or more authentic for you. And then putting them out there to be seen by other people or judged by other people. And I think that you're going to be satisfied with the results. I think you're going to get some good feedback and powerful answers. Some of you, they're showing me some of you like doing college applications and early admittance and things like that. And that's going to turn out well. If you spend the time to make the adjustments that needed, they're showing me that you're going to have some success with this later in December. And where you get accepted to a dream place. So it feels good. It feels good. And regarding money, if you want the money, if you want, some support, you're going to have to put in that effort. You have to put in the effort and find it. It's like an Easter egg hunt, right? And if you're just going to have to look for that money, and you'll get some, and you'll get some big money. It's not just small money. It's some big money. So it's worth it, Aries. And remember, Aries can be if you have an Aries moon or an Aries rising, not just your Aries sun. This applies for you as well. So keep that in mind. Okay. So anything else about money for Aries? Yeah, I just feel like you're in the flow. I just feel like it's coming to you. You have enough. It's not even a conversation. It's just you're in the flow. If you're not in the flow, then the only thing that's blocking is some sort of fear situation or some karmic debt that needs to be paid. And that's, that has to do with your other signs and other stuff. But you guys should be in the flow for sure. And if you're not, then there's some work for you to do, whether it's repentance, saying you're sorry, whether it's paying the debt and moving on, letting it go, and picking yourself up and moving forward. There's new beginnings here as well, right? We had those eclipses last month that a lot of times let go of things and broke things down, and eclipse us out of one part of our life and eclipse us into a new thing. So it could be that as well, Aries, that you're being eclipsed out of things that aren't working for you anymore, and you're being taught to, really focus and trust the universe and have things work out for you. All right, let's move into health for Aries. So Aries, for some of you, you may want to, just make sure that you're eating a balanced diet, making sure that, I feel like for some of you, there may be a little pancreas issues going on, which, and also for some of you, there may be like a little dancing around the diabetes kind of stuff. And that just feels like it can be stress related, and also could have to do with your sugar. Maybe if you're drinking a lot of white wine or drinking a lot of alcohol that turns into sugar, it could be affecting it a little bit. Too much alcohol consumption for some of you, Aries, isn't always good. So if you're that way, take a little break, slow down a little bit. Mix it up, have some green drinks, some things to bring out the balance in the body. Take a little break from the alcohol, cut it in half, and then cut it in a fourth. I'm not saying that you have to quit. I'm just saying cut down, right? Because there's some stuff going on in your body that has sugar related, and alcohol is one of the things that's coming in. So drink a lot of water, exercise, do all those healthy things, and I think that that area of your body is going to cool down and will be fine, right? For some of those that are actually having those serious problems, this is a great month for healing. There's a lot of healing that can happen this month that can actually eclipse you out of the danger zone and get you back into normal. So be aware of that, and just know that that's a very powerful time that we have that's coming up towards the end of the month for healing. Okay, let's look at, since that's coming up, I just want to mention it's a time in the Hebrew calendar called Sukkot, and that's a time of healing, and that's the energy in the universe is very healing, very cathartic, and I'm not even sure when that is. But I know it's sometimes this latter part of the month, so you can actually Google it. But I know it's in October here, towards the end of the month, and it's just this very healing and cathartic time. And you don't have to be Jewish, you don't have to be religious. It's just an energy that's available in the universe for healing, and it's a very powerful time. So just be aware of that, Aries, that's open and that's happening here in this latter part of October. All right, anything unexpected for Aries? Yeah, there may be some acknowledgments that you get, Aries, this month, unexpected acknowledgments from people that you don't expect it from, and people that you admire and or respect and give you acknowledgments, and just unusual sources acknowledging you. And even you may be even asked to give a speech, or you may be asked to write something, or you may be asked to comment on something that's an exciting thing for you, and you actually should. You have an opinion, it's worth hearing. I think this may have come around a few months ago and it wasn't notable, and now it is. So you're being asked to kind of shed light on both sides of things, and you're being asked to be diplomatic. So and this could be something that could be picked up or seen by a lot of people, so just be aware of that. But just know the coast is clear if you get invited to do something. Even what's coming up is the political parties, like to comment here in the US, we've got Trump and we've got Clinton, right? And so if you're being asked to comment on them, if you're that kind of person in the world, do it very diplomatically. You can see good and positive about both, right? But it's very much you're being asked to spearhead something. And it could be even at a local level, right? That you're being asked to have these same conversations in your circles or with people around you. So just know that it's fine to do that. And it's also an important opportunity, and it feels like there is a feather in your cap. So in other words, your opinion is valuable, and it does help calm people down and get people to see things from a different point of view. All right, Aries, have an amazing month. I'm really happy to be able to do this intuitive astrology for you. If you like it, please click like, share it with your friends. Have a terrific October, and I look forward to connecting with you again next month.